Ever wondered what it was like to live before history was written? Before cities, before farming, before even the wheel? Let's travel back in time, not just hundreds, but tens of thousands of years, to an era where every single day was a battle for survival. This is the story of our earliest ancestors, the hunter-gatherers of the Stone Age. Imagine waking up not to an alarm clock, but to the first light of dawn painting the sky. There are no walls, no roof, just a vast, untamed wilderness. Your first thought isn't about checking your phone. It's about finding water. Your second is about finding food. The world is your supermarket, but every aisle could be dangerous. For early humans, the world was a very different place. Giant beasts like woolly mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and enormous cave bears roamed the land. These weren't just creatures from a storybook. They were real threats and sometimes a potential meal. Survival depended on incredible skill, bravery, and teamwork. So how did they do it? It all came down to two things: hunting and gathering. The men, often stronger and more expendable from a population standpoint, would form hunting parties. This wasn't a solo sport. It required deep knowledge of animal behavior, expert tracking skills, and the ability to coordinate an attack with nothing but simple hand signals. Their weapons were masterpieces of ingenuity, crafted from stone, bone, and wood. Sharp flint spearheads could pierce thick hides, and the atlado, a spear thrower, acted like an extension of the arm, allowing them to hurl projectiles with deadly force and accuracy from a safer distance. A successful mammoth hunt was a massive victory. It meant food for weeks, meat for protein, fat for energy, hides for clothing and shelter, and bones for tools and even art. But hunting was risky and often unreliable. The real foundation of the prehistoric diet came from gathering, a task usually managed by the women and children. They were the botanists and nutritionists of their time, possessing an encyclopedic knowledge of the local environment. They knew which berries were sweet, which nuts were packed with energy, which roots were edible, and most importantly, which plants were poisonous. They would gather fruits, seeds, greens, and insects, providing a steady and reliable source of calories that kept the group alive between successful hunts. This balance between hunting and gathering was the key to their resilience. It was a partnership where everyone played a vital role. Life wasn't just about finding food. Shelter was another constant challenge. In warmer climates, a simple lean-to made of branches and leaves might be enough. But in the harsh, cold climates of the Ice Age, caves were prime real estate. A good cave offered protection from predators and the brutal weather. Inside, the fire was the heart of the home. It provided warmth, light in the endless dark, a way to cook meat to make it safer and easier to digest, and a deterrent to keep dangerous animals at bay. Mastering fire was one of the single most important achievements in human history. It literally changed everything. This was a world without written language, but it was far from a world without communication or culture. Our ancestors shared stories around the flickering fire, passing down knowledge and traditions through generations. They expressed themselves through art, painting stunning images of animals on cave walls. These weren't just decorations. They might have been part of rituals for a successful hunt, a way to teach the young, or a spiritual connection to the world around them. Living in small, nomadic groups of maybe 20 to 50 people, social bonds were everything. You relied on your family and your clan for protection, for help in raising children, and for care when you were sick or injured. Cooperation wasn't just a nice idea. It was the only way to survive. From the frozen tundras of Europe to the grasslands of Africa, our ancestors adapted and thrived in every environment imaginable. They were intelligent, resourceful, and incredibly tough. Their story isn't just a dusty chapter in a textbook. It's our story. The skills they honed and the challenges they overcame are written in our DNA. They are the reason we are all here today. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into our incredible past. See you next time.